Hey guys, it's Ross Scott and on Spacecraft. So today we're joined by my BEA Vickers Viscount because when Scott was down, we went to Foyle's and picked up this from their Airliner section. The world's first turboprop airliner, the Vickers Viscount. There you see it in that livery. I'm not sure if it is the actual same plane or not. That's unlikely. But yes, nice to see it there and here. So I'll just move this out of the way. So just there, no, out of the way there, just so we can have a look through this properly. There's loads of great stuff in here. Let me see one there. That'll be from the 80s. I think that's, is it Guernsey Airlines, someone like that? There is British Midland, their 60s, 70s livery. There's a very nice cutaway. Love those diagrams, and especially it's about this and the wing and all the flaps and all that sort of stuff. There is a BEA DC-3, which is what they were using after the Second World War, like so many airlines when they were starting up. And there's other aircraft that these are converted from bombers. That one, which is it? Is it the Ambassador or the York? I'm not sure. There's the Elizabethan. There is the Vickers Viscount here and here. This is the prototype, which is slightly shorter than I think the production variant. And that was its competitor at the time. What's it called again? The Armstrong Whitworth Apollo. There's some more glam shots of it. I think this is just like the in-house livery of Vickers. Now this is an interesting picture. Here is the Brabazon. There is the Vickers Viscount. I think this is the shorter prototype as well. That I believe is a Comet. This might be something like a Vickers Vanguard or something. I'm not quite sure what all of these are, but I think there's a DC-3 in there as well. But yes, there's the Brabazon, the Comet. It's funny, those two produced at the same time, completely different philosophies of how air travel was going to go. And there's some more nice shots of it there. I never got the chance to fly in one of these. They were out of service, certainly in the UK, by the time I was flying domestic flights, which was from 1990 onwards. I believe these were flying until within the last 10 years or so in some place like in India. I remember reading at some point. This is a nice poster. There is doing a flyby. There is in flight. So yeah, it's Vickers Viscount. There's some more. Now, is this the one that turned into a jet? Yes, this, a Vickers Viscount with jet engines attached. I don't know if it was some sort of testing for the Comet or for some other plane that we're developing, but that would have been interesting. The Viscount powered by jet engines. It kind of looks like, what was the Canadian one? Was it the Avro Jetliner, I think it's called? Kind of looks a bit like that. There is that BEA? Kind of looks a bit like it. It looks great there with the turning propellers. We have some, is that Iraqi Airways, I think? That might be, who is that? I assume it's BOAC, but it's a slightly different livery. You see there, France, and there's a, I assume there's a pamphlet for it there. They are under production. This is for the Central African Airways. That, who would that be? Is that Italia maybe? Doesn't say. Or BEA. This is a great shot of it here. Alright, some competitors. The Convair, what was it, the 440 and stuff. Not the 88 and the 98 because that's the jetlines. And there is a Lockheed Electra, I think. Yes. Yeah. Very nice. Very handsome plane, the Viscount. There you see the interior. 5 abreast, 3 and 2. It'd be 6 abreast these days, of course. There it is in flight, and there is the cockpit, and the view out from there is very nice. Had huge windows, the Viscount, as you can see here. Enormous, bigger than a 787 easily, and there's someone just doing some maintenance. There's wheel bogies. The other stuff it's using it in is the darts. This is the DC-3. Some technical specs, and it's this, the final versions, and there's a very nice poster of it there. Aer Lingus one here. There's a BA, and that, I'm not sure, it looks a bit like Varig. National Airways, sorry. There is a Lufthansa, which I believe it never actually flew passengers. I think it was training. I'm sure, because I've heard various stories about the Lufthansa Vickers Viscount. There are some more. Nice colours pick there. Some more stats here. Austrian Airlines was the one at the bottom there. This looks like the testing colours for Boss come down, because in that testing colours book, I'm sure we've seen this plane. This is the various military roles it played. Transporting troops and all that sort of thing. And obviously just doing like calibration flights around the UK. Looks very nice in the all silver. Oh, this is one about a crash of a Viscount. Answer ANA. I don't think the ANA stands for All Nippon Airways, probably Australia's national airline, I think. Do correct me if I'm wrong. There is the wreckage of that Viscount. Reconstruction of part of the fuselage. Couple of BEA stickers for it. A long career, there's there. Now, I think, was it the Viscount or the 748 that was built under license in India? I think it was the 748, wasn't it? I don't think it was the Viscount. But it sold hundreds and hundreds all across the world. Like I said, it was the most successful turboprop and one of the most successful British airliners, if not the most successful. There's Vanguard. There it is in the 60s BEA colours, whereas obviously the one I've got is in the 50s, it's the 40s and 50s BEA colours. Northeast Airlines, or is it Cambrian? Yeah, it's Cambrian, because obviously Northeast is in yellow. And you see, which airline is that? Channel Island Airways. And there's another one there, I can't make out who that is. And that, again, that looks like Austrian. But it's not, it's someone else. Who is it? Oh, that was Cambrian Airways as well. There it is in the Negus scheme of British Airways. There's the BEA at the top, whoever these two airlines are. A nice one of the Trident there as well, next to it. KLM and Aer Lingus in their 60s colour schemes. Air Canada, and I assume it would be Trans-Canada Airlines, the top one that looks like it from the cheat line. I did like this scheme, it looked great on the TriStar. Capital Airlines of the US. Another airline down here, not sure who that one is. That's Capital again. Then have Continental, Channel Airways and Northeast, but that's the American Northeast Airways. Oh, this is very nice. More the Ansett A9. Who's that other one? I can't quite make out from that angle. Some more shots of it there, of the various airline customers, of which there would have been many. We've got Cunard Eagle, Aerodija, Turkish Airlines back when it was THY, and who's that one in the middle? I'm not sure. Not sure who this is, but there's Cunard Eagle, there's Turkish, and who was the other one? Was it ANA? No, Aerodija, sorry, this one. They had a very attractive colour scheme on their Boeing 720s. Some more nice colour shots of it here. Virgin, although it wasn't actually them, it was a route they flew to somewhere like Ostend or somewhere odd in the Benelux to connect to their flights into Gatwick, but it was a franchised out route. There's Northeast again. Very nice colours. Then Survivors actually means ones that are on display. So that looks like Trans-Canada and that looks like BEA. And there's just some of the... See, you see this one's much shorter than the other. Very nice, these little designs. BA, Northeast, British Air Ferries, Ansett again, and then the testing colours. And I think that's probably it. Yeah, just a little bit of maintenance on the engine there. So yes, Vickers Viscount, great book. How much was this? $16.99, decent price. A little bit of a bumpy flight for it there. So yes, a classic airliner. And I think this is now like the third video I've done on the Vickers Viscount, one way or another. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment suggestion for a comment topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.